Hey everyone, Shazad here. I hope you're having a great day because I have another Dauntless build video for you. And this one I will show you 3 elemental sword builds that I use in my daily needs. A frost, a blaze / fire, and of course a shock sword build. I would not say they're the best builds nor the fastest, but they are reliable, fun to play, and enough to deal with the behemoths weak to the elements in the build in reasonably fast enough times. I was able to kill most heroic behemoths with the builds in under 3 minutes, so they are viable for completing the masteries, at least for the behemoths which have weaknesses towards the elements of the builds. Do remember that I stream on Twitch both gaming and music composing content, so check the link in the description or currently on the screen for more. Links to all builds will be in the description, but I will also show the builds on the screen with all necessary sales too. I'll try to keep the video short and sweet. We'll start with the frost build first. I made this build with the goal to have an easier time against blaze / flame behemoths. From the available weapons, the Boreas sword was my best choice because of its unique extra frost damage effect and its guardian cell slot. This enabled me to get the low health damage trio perks of Wild Frenzy, Rage and Iceborne. I used the Violent Overdrive and Reactive Hilt because they fit my playstyle and combine well with the build. And also the Reactive Hilt gives one of the best damage options for the sword. I also used the Boreas leggings, Nashor arms, and Hylian helmet and chest. Rage Hunter perk gives an overall boost to the damage, and finally I went for the Molten perk because it gives me both an offensive and defensive boost when fighting blaze behemoths. The fire immunity you get from it is very useful against the heroic behemoths, especially heroic Scorchstone Hylian, who can surround you with lava pools pretty easily. This way you can constantly stick to doing damage and not worry too much about maneuvering and being safe from the flames. I was able to deal with all 3 heroic versions of Hylian, Charrock and Embermane in under 3 minutes with this build, so I can confirm it has enough damage to get you the mastery kill if you get the proper spawn points of the behemoth, which is very important when you're going for the spirit and mastery kills. I used Frenzy and Blitz Tonic with all of the builds alongside Inspiring Pylon because they're my go-to consumables for almost every sword build I use. The second build is my shock build. I use it mainly against heroic Razorwing and Rezakuri. The build can work against any other behemoth, but I would advise you to use it against behemoths which you find easier to evade through their attacks. The reason for this is the unique effect of the Stormclaw sword, which gives you a 300% meter gain when you evade through an attack on your next strike. I wanted this build to be something different than the usual meta builds, so I went with the Adrenaline and Endurance combo. Adrenaline gives you up to 50% damage increase if not mistaken. Normally you should have 100 stamina, with Endurance you have 200 stamina, and when you add the bonus stamina from the Slayer levels you should reach 250. If I'm wrong, someone correct me, but it will give you a minimum of 36% damage increase if you're able to keep your stamina at low levels. I combined the need to have low stamina with Evasive Fury and Rage Hunter for more damage and to allow me to hit faster, since I do spend most of my stamina on doing rolls and hitting with the Reactive Hilt for the critical strike, or I do my Repeating Elements combo with my sword because I find those 2 options the best ones. One will give you an advantage of having higher damage numbers, while the other will let you apply the shock from the elemental weapon faster. This in order to get the shock from the weapon to get applied to the behemoth faster, although I was able to kill most behemoths fast enough to not be able to apply the second shock. Also, because of the unique effect of the sword, I decided to go for Energized and further increase my special meter gain and stay in overdrive for as long as possible during the fights. I find the build fun to play. I would not say it is a killer build, but for people who want to play something different than the low HP combo or the Predator / Evasive Fury combo, I think this is a good alternative. I was able to kill Razorwing Karabakh in less than 2.3 minutes with it, and I was able to kill Rezakuri in under 4 minutes with it, which is pretty fast considering that the build doesn't have a damage advantage on Rezakuri as it has on Razorwing, and I was able to get a lot of shock staggers on Rezakuri with the build. The final build is my Blaze Sword build. This one is used mainly for hunting heroic Boreas and heroic Pangar, but it is also prepared for the upcoming Winterhorn Scribe. I wanted to get my build to kill both of them in under 3 minutes, but I still struggle with Boreas. Pangar is not an issue, you can easily deal with him in under 3 minutes if you're more careful than I was. As you will notice in the footage, I got wrecked but still managed to kill him in under 3 minutes. Boreas is another issue because of his shield, so I'm still figuring a way of how to improve the build and get him solo killed in under 3 minutes on heroic. I'm not a big fan of the Predator / Evasive Fury builds, but it fits really well with the Hylian sword used for this build, so I went for it. Sorry for that, but sometimes I just get distracted and I get hit a lot, so I kind of slack off, and yeah, not something you should do. Back to the build, like the other two, it uses Violent Overdrive and Reactive Hilt. The weapon is the Hylian sword because it's by far the best placed weapon in the game and one of the best swords currently in the game for high damage builds. It has a nice unique effect combined with 2 power slots and a +3 overpowers perk. The other pieces you will need are Hylian helmet, Embermaid chest, Rezakari gloves and Kolshai leggings, finishing off with the Drask lantern. I already mentioned that the build's main damage numbers come from the Predator / Evasive Fury combo. I complemented this with Rage Counter and Overpower to get some insane damage numbers, especially when the behemoth enrages. I would always try to get the stagger before the first enrage and then build up the stagger threshold so I get them staggered a second time while enraged to deal some serious damage to them. You also have a +3 conditioning on you to give you faster stamina regeneration and enable you to do those evade heavy attacks a lot easier. I would genuinely say that you can use this build with mostly secondary attacks and evading plus secondary attack while focusing behemoth hits. I also must say that since it relies on Predator, it is a more high-end build compared to the other ones and not that friendly for new players or experienced ones like me who like to slack off. But if you know your timings and capabilities, you should get some great kill times not only on Frost Behemoths but on every other one in the game. From all of the builds, this one is by far the most usable one against every behemoth in the game and will give you pretty good kill times, even on Blaze Behemoths like Charok, Embermaid and Hylian. That's about it for these builds. As always, guys and girls, thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to give the video a like or a dislike as you see fit and to drop a comment down below with feedback. Be sure to also check the links in the description to my Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord community and Facebook page where I invite you to follow me. Finally, of course, if you want to see more content like this or more music composing content, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon in order to get notifications. This was everything from me for this video. See you in the next one. Shadow Strider out.